Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I have a quick review of the Soho 120 set of soft pastel half sticks. I picked this up at Jerry's Artorama a couple months ago, and I paid $55 for it. So generally this sells for much more, but I've been watching this set for a couple years, and every once in a while you see the price dip. And same goes for Amazon. Jerry's Artorama also sells the same set on Amazon, and the price will fluctuate there as well. Last I checked, this was $120 on Amazon, and I think it was like $110 on Jerry's Artorama. So definitely shop around between those two places. These are one of the house brands of Jerry's Artorama, so just to kind of give you a heads up. I don't know who makes these for Jerry's Artorama, but somebody has told me they think they're Richardson. They have both these and the Jack Richardson pastels, and that they are the same. I can't speak to that because I've never used the Jack Richardson ones, but I really like these. The assortment of colors is wonderful. I like the case that they're in. You can actually take these out. The reason why some of these are on their end is because I just finished a painting, and when I'm working in a painting or on a painting, I put these up on their end as I'm using them, so I know which ones I've used. So I just finished that painting there, and there's a tutorial for that on my YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. I thought the range of colors was really excellent. Again, I like that these come out so you could spread these around differently on your workspace if you want to. I didn't notice too many missing colors, like colors I feel like would be great to have, but I didn't have. I would say you'll probably want an extra white, probably maybe even a couple extra whites. So if you were, say, ordering this on Jerry's Artorama, I would say get a couple sticks of a white pastel that you like. I would probably recommend Senneliers to go with this. Senneliers are a little bit softer than these, but generally with whites you're using them kind of at the end for highlight, so having a softer white would not be a bad thing. So that's what I would do. And just get, like, you know, maybe even just one full stick of Sennelier. If you're ordering this on Jerry's, you probably will have hit the the minimum shipping requirement, so you might as well get other products that you want as well. I typically don't use fixative with my work. I did this in, you know, all at once. It took me about 45 minutes, and I didn't use any fixative. If you want to use a fixative, you could use a workable fixative and, you know, spray between layers if you think you're not going to be able to get up as much. This is, I would say, a medium, I would say like a medium soft pastel, so it's not as hard as, say, like a new pastel. It's not as soft as Sennelier or Schmincke. It's kind of like the old Winsor & Newton or like a Rembrandt stick. It's just kind of right there in the middle. They feel very smooth, though. They feel a lot smoother than a lot of medium grade pastels. And I think it must be due to the ratio of clay to chalk to pigment to binder that's in them. These definitely have almost a little bit of a smooth feeling like a Conte crayon has, and Conte crayons do have a little bit of a wax or oil content to them, so maybe there's a little bit of that in the binder because it does have a very, very silky smooth feeling, and I think that's why a lot of people say these remind them of Sennelier, because they are so very smooth, but they're not as soft as Sennelier, but I'd say they're as smooth, if not maybe a little bit smoother, due to their ratio of ingredients in their binder. I don't have too much to say about these. I'm not primarily a pastel artist, but I am going to grab another artwork that I did. And you can also find a tutorial of this on my YouTube channel, and I highly recommend, if you're considering buying these, that you just check out those tutorials, and then you can see what was done with this 120 set. Generally, the set of 90 is the best, like, value. And I'm not exactly sure what's in the set of 90, so I would just go ahead and compare the swatches on Amazon or on Jerry's. They have good swatches on Amazon. I'm not sure if they have those same swatches on Jerry's, but you could compare and see if there's enough difference. In addition to the white pastel, some things that I felt like that I didn't have that I needed was maybe like a really, really dark reddish purple. I mean, this one is actually pretty good, but I felt like, oh, I could just go like a shade darker than this. That would be great. Good selection of reds, pretty good selection of greens too. You might want an extra black if you use black a lot. I don't. I just kind of pull it out right at the end if I need to deepen values somewhere. So that one stick in there is probably going to suffice. Excuse me, for me. But if that's something that you go through a lot of, you might want to grab another stick, and I would say Sennelier. would be a good one. There's no light fastness ratings on these that I could find, so it is a little bit of a buyer beware situation. Maybe it's something they'll publish in the future, and maybe it's out there and I just haven't seen it. But they feel like a really good quality pastel to me, I have to say, and I have no qualms recommending it at the price I paid. If you're going to pay $120 for 120 pastels, I would honestly look on Amazon and buy the Sennelier Paris set, because I also picked up this set on sale for $120. It's the 120 half stick set of Sennelier on Amazon, and I've seen the price on sale several times. So it's you know, they're a gorgeous set too, and I would recommend these over the Soho if they're the same price, mainly because you can order the colors open stock, which means if you run out of one color, you can buy that one color. Although they're not wrapped, so it might be hard to tell what the color is, but I bet you can figure it out. These are wrapped, but there's no information on the wrappers, and I find myself wanting to unwrap them for the most part, because I like to break them in half so I can like do background effects and whatnot. But if you're someone who doesn't paint as aggressively as I do, and you like that wrappers, that would keep your fingers cleaner while you're working. You can also blend the sticks by going color over color, which works really well because they're such a smooth pastel. Like I could go and just kind of go over my petals here and just use the stick to blend my colors. You know, that's up to you. You could use makeup applicators and whatnot to blend. But I recommend it. I love the feel of these. I wish it was light fast information and open stock availability, because that would like definitely make them rival Sennelier. But if you're going to pay the same price, I'd go with Sennelier just because you know what's in them, you know you can reorder them, and you know they're going to be light fast if you choose light fast colors. So there you have it. That's all. I know it's a short one, but I am not I'm a mixed media artist, and I don't feel like I know as much about pastels as say watercolors, so I really can't go much more in depth in this, but I would highly encourage you to check out pastel artists on YouTube and see if any of them have reviewed this set, and then you can just get a better idea of whether it's worth your money or not. But as far as having fun using them, being happy with the results, I really am, and I'm glad I bought them, and I hope this helps you make your decision. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my video reviews, even if they're not watercolor and there's something else. You can let me know in the comments below. Have you tried these? If you've used them and you want to give me your 2 cents, please feel free to leave a comment as well, because that's going to help everybody else that's considering this purchase. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.